所以呢，这个第4个呢，就是这个观修大手印的部分。所以这个大手印，这个实际上是，那就是我们自信的本性，这就是大手印。所以要认识到大手印的见地的话，必须通过这个上师的教诲，而且这个上师的加持，这些各种应用具足的时候呢，我们能够认识自信。所以这个认识大手印的过程当中呢，那就是首先要学这个古有的，最后的时候，自信身的时候呢，就是上师的心和我们的心无二无别的这样一个境界当中修的。所以通过这样的各种的修炼的过程当中呢，那就是这个认识到自信。所以自信呢，那就是能够安住在这个自信的境界之中呢，那就是消除一切的这种个人的寻思念头所以呢，就是这个非常明朗，而且这个空的明空无二的这样一个境界能够体现到如果这样的话，那就是你已经是这个大手印上有所认识的所以但是这个有所认识是它是每一个众生本来就有这个自信，是不是？所以呢，就是认识到的。但是在这个我们把握住这个境界不散失，还有在这个继续延下去，那是这个需要一定的这个训练，需要一定的这个功夫才行，不然的话你是保不住的
The 4th divisions of the fivefold Mahamudra in the Drukungatu practice is actually the practice of the Mahamudra. It's a kind of meditation. So Rinpoche said that we all have pure minds, we all have Buddha natures. It's a matter of how we are going to recognize it. And we can only do this through the blessings of our gurus, through the teachings of the gurus. This is why what he said about the 3rd one on the Guru Yoga is so important. We need the support and the blessings of the Vajra masters. So until a stage where all the karmic connections and all the factors are grouped together and complete, we will be able to recognize our true nature of the minds. And like the Guru Yoga practice, from the first Guru Yoga practice of Nimana Kaya, leading up to the final practice, the 4th Kayas, that is the Sopa Kayas, then to that, when we leave our state of our minds, to the state of our mind whereby the Vajra master or the Guru is the mind, and your minds just meet together and there is no dualistic thought on that. They are of the one taste. They are actually as one. The realization of this, at that stage, you will be able to recognize your own pure mind. So the next thing is to be abide in that state, to focus and then station in that state, and to eliminate all the unnecessary thought or non-thought, and always in that state whereby there is no dualistic thought on emptiness and illuminicities. They are as one. And in that particular stage, as you go along, you are going to recognize Mahamudras, or the pure minds. In order to recognize, we must always bear in mind that actually all sentient beings have this pure mind, have this Buddha nature. They already have it. It's a matter of how to recognize it and to prolong on it, or fixation onto it, and how to continue with this. And to do this, we need training, the training of Mahamudra meditation, in order to focus, recognize, and then abide into that state, and continue to attain that state, to prolong it.
第5个就是回向的嘛。那回向呢，那我们做了系列的事情，那善业，这一切都是要回向一切的众生能够得到这个佛的果位，有这样的这个大慈大悲的心来，这个以菩提心的角度去这个回向。同时也有这个我们已经修到了这个大手印的话，那就是在这个万法的所显现，一切都是在它的本空本来的这个空性的境界之中呢，那就是这个三轮体空的这样一个角度去这个回向，所以回向是很重要。所以教主吉德松公也是他的著作里面也写过，那我们在这个无始以来的这个轮回当中，我们也做过不少的很多的这种善业的好的方面做的，但是我们现在还不能够成佛的原因是什么呢？我们不会这个回向，而且也没有做很好的这个回向成佛的应用上面，所以呢，就是这个做回向是很重要的。所以呢，就是大受用之道里面的这个最后这个是回向的方面。
The 5th one of the fivefold Mahamudra teaching is dedication. Whatever merits that we have accumulated through the practice or through doing good to others, we will dedicate all these virtues and good merits to all sentient beings, wishing them well, wishing them away from suffering, and wishing them to attain enlightenment and eternal happiness. So, in order to do this dedication, first of all, Rinpoche said that we need to have great compassion and loving kindness and bodhisattvas. With this attitude, we dedicate all the merits to all sentient beings. So, Rinpoche said that as we come to the 4th Mahamudra practice, we already acquired the method and we practice Mahamudra and we have a lot of merits. So the next one is dedication. So in this particular Mahamudra practice, the fivefold Mahamudra practice, the last one is dedication. And to do dedication, we must understand that whatever things that exist in this world, whatever phenomena, its essence is emptiness. From the phenomena of emptiness, in that particular stage, all the phenomenon arises. So the dedication that what we should do is that once we're understanding everything manifests from emptiness, bliss and emptiness, then the one who try to dedicate the merits that you are going to dedicate, the objects you are going to dedicate to, that is the sentient beings, you have to visualize that the essence is in fact actually emptiness. And with this particular pure thought, you do the dedication. That is the most supreme method of dedication. And Rinpoche mentioned that Jiten Songkong in his teaching has said that since beginningless time until now, sentient being is always bound life after life in this cyclic system. Definitely they would have done in many, many lives, millions and billions of lives. They have done a lot of good deeds as well. Why is it that with all these limitless good deeds and still the sentient beings was not able to get enlightened? The answer is that, according to Lord Jiten Songkong, because the sentient beings do not know what is dedication, or they do not know how to dedicate in order to get liberated. So that's why these last teachings or last practice on dedication during the retreat in the fivefold power Mahamudra is so important.
所以呢，吉田松公的他的教导呢， 那我们在这个修任何一个法，做任何一个事情，都呢就是在这个大乘有之道的这样一个框架里面呢，要做到的。那比方说，今天我们不是传了那个观音的法门吗？那这个我们比方说观音的这个义轨和这个大乘有之道如何结合起来修的呢？那我们首先修这个法的时候，首先我们要慈心、悲心、菩提心嘛。那我们这个皈依啊，然后呢就是我们发心，发心就是发菩提心嘛。那我们我现在要做一个观音的义轨，做一个这样修这样一个法，那就是我首先我们这个修的过程当中，首先我们想到一切的众生，众生是非常的这个痛苦，所以我要解救这些众生，我必须要这个得到这个观音的成果。所以呢，就是我要这个度化这些众生，我修这个法门嘛，是不是？应该有这样的心的，就是等于是修慈心、悲心、菩提心。然后呢，就是念诵这个法门的同时呢，自身观想这个观音菩萨嘛。所以呢，这个观音呢，就是这个身体次第的身体次第本尊的观修。然后观修本尊以后呢，那比方说我们观音的这个图钉上有这个阿弥陀佛或观音的部主是阿弥陀佛，所以这个阿弥陀佛观想出来的时候呢，观想到我们自己的上师和阿弥陀佛无二无别的这样的看待，那这就是这个修上师瑜伽。那上师瑜伽修完了，最后我们在这个这些义轨都修完了以后呢，最后呢就是外勤一切呢融入到这个内勤一切宗师也是融入到自身，那自己的这个上师也是融入到我们自心，最后的时候那就是这个种子字世子也是非常维系的境界这种消失的，那没有任何这种各种的杂念的境界这种安住在这个凌空的这样一个境界这种的时候，等于是这个安住在大乘运动境界里面。然后你这次产生念头的时候呢，这个所修的一切功德会向一切的众生。所以呢，就是这个修这个观音的义轨，简短的这个义轨当中，也是可以在这个具足这个5个方面的这个内容。
In the teaching of the Jiten Songkongs, that it mentions that no matter what kind of sadhana or Buddha's teaching we are practicing, or irrespective of whether we are doing our daily works, we can actually practice Mahamudra. That means we can do whatever things we are doing in the scope of the Mahamudra practice. So Rinpoche give an example on this short, concise sadhana text of Channel 6, how we practice these texts, and together with the Mahamudra practice, that is the fivefold power of Mahamudra practice. Rinpoche said, first of all, when we practice this short sadhana at the time, we must develop loving kindness and compassion. And then we took refuge to the 3 triple gems. And then we develop bodhicitta towards all sentient beings, wishing them well and to be liberated and get enlightened. So, in this aspect is while we are doing this channeling practice, that means we be mindful and think of all the sentient beings, knowing that they always have suffering in these samsaric worlds, and develop loving kindness and compassion, and we want to help all these sentient beings to be liberated. And as a result, this is why we have practiced these short sadhanas. We practiced it to achieve enlightenment in order to help them to be away from suffering. We should have this attitude. And then, when we are chanting these short sadhana at times, we visualize 10 transits. in the generation state. We generate ourselves from the emptiness and visualize ourselves become transit. And on top of our head, actually, that in transit there is the Amitabha Buddhas. So we visualize that the Amitabha Buddhas is actually no different from our Vajra Master, our Gurus. So this is actually a practice of Guru Yoga. And after we have finished practicing our sadhana, we will do the dissolution stage. That is the completion stage, whereby all the outer phenomena will melt into the inner phenomena and melt into ourselves. All our gurus will melt also into our heart and into the syllabus trees. And then, and after that, the tree disappears. In that, abiding in that stage where we have no non-thought or no wild thought or any other thought, we just abide in the state of emptiness and illuminicity. And that is actually a practice of Mahamudra by itself, just like the fivefold Mahamudra. When our thought arises in the meditations, then we dedicate, straight away dedicated whatever merits we have accumulated through this practice, dedicated to the well-being of all sentient beings. So in fact, when you're practicing this transit short sadhana, you are actually practicing the teachings of Mahamudra as well, once you understand what Rinpoche have said.
那还有在这个解决颂中，在我们的各种的行走作为各个方面呢，就是这个结合这个五之道。所以，比方说呢，我们在这个我们吃饭的时候，也是我们要这个五之道的这样一个境界去这个体会到。那比方说，首先我们吃的东西的时候，那我们首先想到一切众生，是不是要那个这个对一切众生有这种非常大的这种感恩的心、慈悲的心，这个深积菩提心。然后我们吃的过程当中呢，那我们自身观想本尊，那观想本尊以后呢，就是上师观想在我们的后人。那我们在这个吃的东西呢，作为一个供养的供品的这个供养本尊、供养上师。在这个我们吃的过程当中，一般的我们任何一个房主人，我们吃饭的时候，我们都是一种各种的这种贪嗔的各种的心理去吃的嘛，是不是？哇，这是好吃的，这是不好吃的，那就是各种各样的啊，这是对我的身体有好处的，这个没有好处的，就各种这样分类的心去做。但是在真正修行人吃的时候，他是这个无念的境界这种，没有这种分类的心理，好坏之分的这样心理当中。那就是安住在大手印的坚定之下，要吃下去的。那最后的时候，我们在这个回向功能，那就是这个人吃饭的时候，也是可以在这个五之道的方法去这个使用使用这个五之道的法门。
So next, Rinpoche said that from the teaching of Lord Jiten Songkong, we say that in all our activities, besides the practice of the sadhana, as what Rinpoche just said, we can also practice, meld it with the practice of fivefold path of Mahamudra. So Rinpoche gives the example, while we are eating, we can actually also be mindful of the practice of the fivefold path of Mahamudras, the various states that arise in the fivefold path of Mahamudra. First of all, when we eat something, we will be mindful and think about all sentient beings, that they have done a lot of good things to us, they have been our previous parents, and so we are grateful to them. So we develop loving kindness and compassion, leading the bodhicitta towards all of them. So this is the first link, fivefold path, which is engrossed into the eating process. So the next one, when we are eating the teaching process, we will visualize ourselves as the yidam, and we'll visualize that our Vajra Master in our throat, stationed in our throat. And the food we are eating, actually, we are offering our food to the Buddha yidams, and through our Vaja Master, our Gurus. So it's a process of offerings in order to generate more merits for ourselves. And also, Rinpoche said that if for those common people who do not know about this teaching of fivefold power Mahamudra, the 5 divisions, then a lot of people, when they are eating that time, they will have desires, and sometimes they have with different kind of thought, anger as well. Or this one is good, this one he give me the food is no good, I get angry. Or this food is good for my health, and that food is no use. This kind of dualistic thought. But Rinpoche said that for those who are practitioners, what they practice is they practice that their mind is away from all these non-talk, all these thoughts. They do not have the dualistic thinking of what has been said. This good, this no good, blah, 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 so forth. And what they do is their thought is always abide in the Mahamudra meditation stage. And lastly, after finishing eating, we will dedicate all the merits through the foods and through this mindfulness of the teaching of fivefold power Mahamudra to all sentient beings. So, Rinpoche said that even in the daily practice, the essential part, right, we have to eat our dinner, our meals. We can also be mindful and practice the fivefold power of Mahamudra.